endless. Boris under indictment as a hypocrite by Tory MPs when knocking them to tie down second job. Dominic Cummings accused Boris Johnson of second job's hypocrisy today, claiming the Prime Minister wanted to spend a lot of time writing a book after entering number 10 to pay for his expensive divorce. Mr. Johnson has attempted to read the riot act to Tory MPs taking paid roles outside Parliament amid a sleaze row over consultancies in the wake of Owen Paterson's resignation as MP for North Shropshire. He has also censured former Attorney General Sir Geoffrey Cox over a lucrative career as a high-flying barrister that has seen him head to the Caribbean and vote remotely. But Mr. Cummings claimed that the PM asked him before the pandemic whether he could get away with devoting a large chunk of his attention to a biography of Shakespeare. Writing in his Substack newsletter, the PM's now estranged former top aide said Mr. Johnson wanted to use the money from the book to pay for his very expensive divorce from second wife Marina Wheeler, the mother of 4 of his children. Mr. Cummings said the discussion came in January 2020, just weeks after Mr. Johnson had won the general election, giving him a huge Tory majority. He accused the PM of likening the UK's top political job to getting up every morning pulling a 747 down the runway, but told him, "People expect you to be doing the PM's job." However, Boris Johnson, who this week ordered his MPs to devote themselves above all to your constituents instead of working on second jobs, has himself earned more than £4 million from his own outside interests in the last 14 years. After he re-entered Parliament in 2015, he made £1.6 million, mostly in his brief spell as a backbencher in 2018 and 2019, between his time as Foreign Secretary and Prime Minister, according to Financial Times calculations based on the Register of M.P.'s financial interests. Those earnings included £450,000 from speeches, £600,000 from columns and £500,000 from book advances and royalties. He was Mayor of London between 2008 and 2016. Tax returns released when he was mayor showed earnings of £2.7 million from 2007 to 2015. This included a £250,000 a year Daily Telegraph column that he once described as chicken feed. He double-hatted an earlier stint as an MP from 2001 to 2008 with the editorship of The Spectator magazine for 4 years from 2001. Johnson has not declared any new sources of private income since becoming Prime Minister in July 2019. Downing Street has not denied claims that he has continued to work intermittently on a Shakespeare biography, which was first commissioned by publisher Hodder and Stoughton in 2015. Although Johnson has since dropped the proposals, prompting Paterson's resignation, his party is now caught up in a row over whether MPs should hold second jobs. On Wednesday he sought to win back public trust on the issue as he insisted that he believed MPs who broke parliamentary rules on second jobs should be punished. "You must put your job as an MP first and you must devote yourself primarily and above all to your constituents," he told them on Wednesday. Some Tory MPs accused the Prime Minister of hypocrisy given his own past private interests. "Boris was literally editing The Spectator while he was an MP," said one. Not only had Johnson made millions through his own private work while in politics, but he had also tried to subvert the system last week and was himself the subject of up to 3 probes into his own behaviour, Sir Alistair said. Lord Jonathan Evans, the current chair of the Committee on Standards in Public Life, and a former MI5 chief, said the group had in 2018 recommended a ban on MPs carrying out second jobs as lobbyists. "The critical thing is that nothing that an MP does should get in the way of their ability to work for their constituents," he added. "As long as someone spends a long time on their second job, they can't support their constituents' job, they can't support